Zian sat quietly in his home library, surrounded by shelves full of fairy tale books that always gave him comfort, warmth, and peace. A secret escape from the outside world. When he opened one old dusty book that had been sitting untouched for years, suddenly something slipped out of the pages, falling onto the wooden floor in front of him. A small golden key glimmered faintly under the light, having been hidden in a secret slot carved deep in the middle of the ancient book, almost as if it was waiting. A tiny door appeared in the corner of the library wall. Zian nervously placed the key inside the lock, and suddenly, something magical began to unfold before his eyes. The room shifted, transforming into a towering giant library where the books moved freely, floating in the air and releasing clouds of mysterious glowing smoke. In the blink of an eye, Zian was transported far away into a candy forest, filled with bright colors, glowing trees, and air that smelled sweet like sugar and caramel. Suddenly, a glass of milk shimmered, came alive, and began speaking with a gentle voice, while swirling chocolate filled and danced inside her transparent body. The milk glass began to twirl and spin gracefully as she talked, her frosted skirt slowly melting down, while tiny muffins and chocolates giggled nearby at her. She kept explaining endlessly that she was actually a very skilled dancer, yet people often mocked her, which made her doubt herself and feel deeply insecure. Zian bravely stepped closer, reaching out his hand warmly to comfort her. The shimmering glass then smiled and finally introduced herself as Lumira, the dancer. Zian carefully watched Lumira's elegant movements, still holding her soft glowing hand, listening closely to every word she said as her eyes sparkled with hope. As Lumira began to dance, a thin rain of cotton candy slowly fell from the sky, painting the colorful forest with sweetness, and the air grew even more magical. From the thick bushes nearby, a chocolate teddy bear suddenly appeared, laughing loudly with a cheerful sound that echoed through the sweet enchanted forest. Lumira quickly frowned, her face turning upset as she thought Bear was laughing at her dance, feeling once again embarrassed and mocked for being different. Bear explained gently that Lumira was truly a wonderful dancer, but she often talked too much and lost her focus, making others misunderstand her intention. Lumira's eyes widened as she realized the truth. She turned and apologized kindly to the muffins and chocolates for always over-talking instead of dancing. She then reached out her glowing hand to Bear, inviting him to join her on the sweet forest stage, and Bear happily accepted, following her gentle steps. Lumira danced gracefully under the colorful cotton candy rain, her movements shining with confidence, while Zian stood in awe, smiling at the beauty before him. Bear clapped joyfully, proud that Lumira was now dancing with full focus. Without endless chatter, her steps became more beautiful, natural, and truly magical. Zian smiled deeply, still holding Lumira's delicate hand. In that tender moment, he felt a strong connection pulling him closer back to his own real world. Lumira also held Bear's soft paw tightly, happy to finally restore their friendship after so long. Her heart filled with peace, forgiveness, and bright hope. Suddenly, a strong mystical wind blew across the candy forest. The small magical door, back in Zian's real library, appeared once more, glowing with light. Zian gasped as he woke up lying on the soft carpet of his home library. He blinked quickly, his eyes still searching everywhere for the magical forest. Just then, his mother entered the room holding a glass of fresh milk, followed closely by Cousin Lola and two cheerful aunts who smiled warmly at him. Mother smiled with deep affection, gently placing the milk in his hands. She leaned down and stroked Zian's hair softly, her eyes full of motherly love. Zian slowly drank the milk, his mind drifting back to Lumira. He wished she would always dance happily, spreading joy and beauty to everyone around her. On the sofa nearby, Bear the chocolate teddy suddenly yawned before smiling warmly at Zian. This time, he was real, sitting there in front of his eyes.